Alright, so we should be going live any second now. Tell me when the...
All right.
Alright, we should be live. I...
It still says waiting for course and DRAX.
Alright, as soon as it's not waiting, I'll just hop in.
All right. Yeah, because I don't know if it's just my device here being slow or if it's live. I don't know.
It says I've been live for almost a minute.
Yeah, well, huh.
Alright, I'm gonna check this real quick.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
it started, yeah. Alright.
all right.
Alright, yo, okay, we're
We're
live.
live.
I'm here with Geekily. He's going to be the special guest for this episode. We've got some discussions coming up, like KSI versus Logan Paul, the new Red Diamond play button, Banjo-KAZOOIE, and a bunch of other topics. And we're also going to talk about Geekly's TMNT series he's working on at the end of the show. So, Geekly, introduce yourself.
Uh, hey, what's up? I'm Geekly. As he said, this is going to be, pretty educational for me, as some of the topics I don't have the best of knowledge of it, so I'll be well informed. And if you guys don't know anything about it, then you will too. But anyway, I am a content creator here on YouTube. I also do some art, writing, some directing, animating, everything that comes to mind. I pretty much do it creative wise. But yeah, I'm happy to be here. This is gonna be fun.
Yep. Alright, so basically we'll just go through like the list of topics. If you don't know about something, I'll still like discuss it to my... So our first topic is a pretty big one. I don't know if you're... So, are you aware of KSI v Logan Paul?
Okay, so this is something that I've heard about in passing, and I heard that they're doing another one. I don't know the logistics behind everything, but I do know that something is going on between the two. So give me the rundown.
Alright, so KSI and Logan Paul, obviously they fought on August 25th. It was like, there's a lot of hype behind it, and then when it came down to it, it was a draw. A lot of people thought that it was staged. I personally don't think it was. And basically, they already were planned to do a rematch, even if one of them won. But the rematch is now November 9th in the Staples Center, LA. So
Uh,
basically for this rematch, they've gone pro for this time. There will be no head guards. It'll be like a pro,
oh
like they're
wow.
pro boxers now. Like they're gonna have like pro boxers, like actual pro fighters on the undercard to their fight. So yeah, there's gonna be no head guards, smaller gloves, and there's pretty much guaranteed supposed to be a knockout. It seems that there's a lot of people who think, like, I've seen both sides. Like, there's a lot of people saying KSI and a lot of people saying Logan. I
Yeah.
personally, this is just my opinion, I think KSI's got this. I'd say it's still pretty even. I'd say like 40% Logan, 60% KSI. And also,
Yeah.
yeah,
See, I
I
wasn't too sure either.
hmm?
Continue. My bad. Go ahead.
Oh, no, no. Okay. All right. So, yeah, I bid at $100 on KSI. So if
Oh
Logan wins, I'm
wow.
gonna lose 100. Thing is,
Oh no.
KSI is about 10 kilograms heavier than he was in the last fight. He put on weight because he wanted to get around the same width as Logan, and he wanted more power to basically knock him out. Logan's training with Shannon Briggs, who's a heavyweight champion. KSI's got Vidal Riley, who's undefeated. He's 3-0, cruiserweight. He's also got like some of the Mayweathers helping him train. So I think
Wow.
KSI's got the better team in terms of what they're gonna do. He's also been the more humble fighter, and they actually had a press conference. This was, I think it was a few days ago. They had a press conference. It was a cringe fest to say the least. We had Logan yelling "JJ has no dick," and his mom got on
Okay.
the mic, and yeah, they were throwing ice cubes, and yeah,
Okay. So
the
it all
press conference was a
sounds
bit of a mess.
it sounds very YouTube. Again, I'm not going to go ahead and spit, oh, it's fake or it's rigged or anything. It just sounds like the kind of, I don't know, I guess you'd say stupidity, but then again, it's all entertainment. It's all for the entertainment business. And this is the kind of stuff that gets people worked up. I'm not part of the audience that, would be tuning in, but definitely I'd like to hear the go around about, who's got their money on who, the reasons for it. Uh, just going off the top of my head from what I've seen of the two guys, like you said, I put money on KSI, but I don't know if I literally put $100 down on it, just because I'm not too sure. I haven't seen him fight. I haven't even seen the first fight, but it sounds pretty interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing the clips uploaded to YouTube and stuff. But are you like actually going to watch like the live broadcast of the fight or something?
Yeah, I'll probably watch it. I watched last year's, which was pay-per-view, but this one's supposed to be
Yeah.
on the DAZN app, which it won't be on YouTube
Oh, okay.
apparently. Like people can re-upload it there, but it's supposed to be streamed on
Yeah.
the DAZN app.
All right.
So
Well, if it comes around and I got like a free day, who knows? I might actually tune into it. But yeah, it's crazy. I did hear about it in passing, but again, I didn't know the depth of the situation or anything.
So basically, I mean, I personally think KSI is the better boxer. Logan Paul does
Mhm.
is pretty good. He does have a lot of advantages though. He does have the height and which also gives him the reach. But I don't think he I feel like KSI has just got better like technique, head movement. Like I don't know. I think boxing wise, KSI. Sure, Logan's definitely more built and athletic, but people and he Logan Paul is claiming a first round knockout, which no one thinks is gonna happen. Because I mean, he claimed this in the first fight, and it went till round 6. So I don't think there will be
Uh,
any first round knockouts for either. My personal prediction, I'm gonna go with just off the top of my head. I'm gonna say round 4 KSI wins by knockout.
that's kind of exactly what I was trying to formulate in my head before you could come up with the conclusion. But yeah, I could agree with that. You know, uh, I'm hoping it happens, dude. Like,
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if that's what ends up happening. Honestly, just averaging it from how you said they've been getting work from these professionals and stuff, they're definitely going to learn from last time. That's for sure. So I'm thinking definitely a shorter match, but nothing too crazy.
yeah.
Nothing
I
like a
I'm
one
hoping.
one round knockout.
Imagine it was another draw.
See, people, now this is how we get more money, right? We just make sure we both win, both fan bases go home satisfied, and you both get a little change in your pocket. That's how it
So
works.
they
But
both
yeah,
knock
it's
each other
who
out.
knows. Yeah, if that happens again, yeah, I might say it's a little rigged.
Yeah, it's pretty unlikely though because there's no headgear now. So
True,
and
true.
the gloves are also a lot smaller, so connecting punches will be a lot easier. Yeah, I definitely think there will be a knockout. But yeah, no, Logan definitely has a chance. I think KSI will be the better opponent on November 9th. I
Right.
don't know. I think KSI's team is better. I think he's training a lot harder. Logan's
From the
gonna
sound of it, yeah.
Yeah, Logan's definitely in better shape, I'd say, but that didn't help him last year because he got gassed out by the end of the fight, where KSI was still fine round 6. Um, yeah, no, I think Logan might crack under pressure. Like if KSI is swarming him, like Logan, if he's getting swarmed, he's gonna have like the whole fight or flight thing, and I think he'll go for more of like the whole flight thing, and he's just gonna because like you can it's like the whole saying, everybody has a plan until they get hit in the face. Like you could have a whole plan for your
Right.
match, and then as soon as you get hit, you could like forget
It's
everything, and you're just like
compromised.
freaking out.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll just have to see how it all turns out. From based on what you've laid out, and seeing that I had no prior knowledge, I can pretty much agree to everything you said. So you're not gonna get any like debating here or anything. I just totally.
Yeah, I was hoping for a debate, but no, it's fine.
Yeah, I really, I can't really chime in. Honestly, I apologize. I really do, but no, I just agree.
Yeah, no, it's fine. But
Yeah.
so yeah, that's pretty much what I think. what else? So Eddie Hearn's the one promoting it. He basically said that he tried to not like the first event. Like he wanted to basically, because he's a boxing fan, and he pretty much thought, he originally thought like, oh, this is a joke, like two YouTubers, they're boxing, oh, this is gonna be awful. It's like, oh, YouTubers
Yeah.
think they can box, and then he ended up seeing it, and he said it was a pretty good fight. He like tried to force himself to not like it pretty much, and then he thought, you know what, this is actually great for boxing. Like this could bring in a lot of new fans to the sport. They have pro boxers on the
Yeah.
undercard, so people they can get more people into pro boxing as well. And yeah, like it all. I think I agree. I think it's definitely good for boxing. It brings in a lot of new fans of the sport, and they could come to see KSI and Logan Paul. And they're pretty good. Like their fight wouldn't look out of place on a pro event. I don't think.
Right. Like it would be one thing just hearing it for the first time whenever I heard about it. It definitely sounded like a more goofy concept, but at least if they're taking time to, put in the work and hearing that it could benefit the, community around boxing as a whole, definitely makes its purpose more justified, I feel. So, more power to them if that's like one of the angles they want to take it. And looking at it in that light, I don't see a problem with it at all.
Yeah. Um. So wait, what is the does Chad have any?
Oh, what was that?
Has Chad been saying anything, or is it dead?
No. The last thing we heard was hello.
All right. Hello. What a great question. No, I'm kidding. Yeah. I mean, it's not. It's fine though. Like, oh, when we did this last time, 'cause a lot of people actually watch these after they go out rather than like
Right.
during, which I think it's fine. Like, it's all right. Like, we can like there's comments as well where you can like discuss stuff. But yeah. If anyone's watching this right now, you can like comment, or if you're currently watching this live, I guess like. Who do you guys think's gonna win? KSI or Logan Paul? Tell me your prediction and why. I'd love to hear both sides of why you think who's gonna win. Like I've heard a lot of people saying Logan would win, and the thing is, Logan actually. All right, so KSI's from the UK, Logan's USA. Logan said that the best boxer from the UK, Tyson Fury, predicted that Logan Paul would win. So there's that.
Hmm.
I mean, it is just a
Okay.
prediction, but I mean, yeah, I mean, KSI didn't seem to really care. He said that, oh well, I mean, they're gonna find out November 9th. So,
Just have to wait and see.
yeah, I guess it's just, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like KSI, like, I still stand by this. I definitely think KSI is the better boxer of the two. Logan's definitely has more strength behind him, but then again, like, in boxing, that strength alone can't really help you.
Technique's gonna, brains over brawn.
Yeah. But yeah, as for the KSI v Logan Paul 2, that's pretty much all I've got to say so far. Um, yeah, we'll just move on to the next thing. I don't know if you heard this, but YouTube introduced their new 100 million play button.
This is through PewDiePie, right? When he
Yeah,
hit
yeah,
the
the new 100 mil
yeah,
plaque. It's the red diamond play button.
right.
Now, people, I've heard mixed things. Some people are like, yeah, it's cool, like they don't have to go, because a lot of people were expecting a custom award, which I personally thought the 50 mil plaque was way better, because
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say.
yeah, like the 50 mil plaque, like it was custom, like you could custom make it to whatever you want. Like PewDiePie had the Bro Fist, T Series
Yeah.
had like some like their logo put into this crystal thing or whatever. But yeah, no, it looks like the 100 mil award is just the diamond play button, but red.
But red, yeah, a little underwhelming. I definitely prefer the 50. Yeah, the 50.
Yeah, PewDiePie didn't seem to care too much though. Like he was thankful for it. I mean, like it definitely looks cool, but I
Yeah.
feel like I don't know. I thought the 100 mil would also be like a custom thing or something, because like it the 50 mil seems a lot more like more of a reward than the 100 mil, in my opinion.
Yeah, like I wouldn't say that it's anything to be like oh boo-hoo about it, because definitely like you'd be grateful to get anything, but it definitely feels like taking away that customization seems like a bit of a downgrade, for lack of a better word. But yeah, definitely I prefer the last one. There goes my dog. I apologize.
Nah, that's alright. But yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. I mean, it looked alright, but the thing is, it's like when you hit 100 mil, you're thinking more like you're not. I don't know. I mean, obviously if anyone of us were to get it, yeah, we'd be thankful. It just I feel like it's kind of like a step down from the previous play button,
Right.
which I mean it's not a
Yeah.
big deal, but yeah, PewDiePie seemed to be thankful for it. This was a bit ago too. It's just a lot of because
Yeah.
a lot of these topics we were supposed to do last week, and I kind of like
Hmm.
me and Mateo weren't able to do the podcast though. But yeah,
It's all good. Like I have topics lined up for upcoming videos of very old news, like the Spider-Man deal. I have like a bunch of
yeah,
videos that I have to
yeah.
put out about that.
We
But
talked
yeah.
about that in the podcast before this actually, the whole Sony thing. Yeah,
Oh yeah, dude,
but
I gotta
yeah.
listen to that because yeah,
As for the play button though, I don't know. I didn't even like they. I remember YouTube tweeted out saying to Twitter that T Series and PewDiePie got one. I haven't seen T Series. I saw PewDiePie unboxes, and then he made a video saying he broke it. I don't remember. I don't know if this is true or not. Apparently, he broke his plaque.
oh wow,
He also
darn.
shot his 50 mil plaque with a shotgun. So I mean, not
Okay,
surprising.
yeah, I think I saw that thumbnail.
Yeah, so he made a title called "I Broke My 100 Mil Plaque." I didn't. I don't think. Yeah, I didn't watch it. I don't know if he actually uh broke the thing. I'm hoping he didn't, because if he did, I think it's on purpose. I
Yeah,
mean, yeah, but yeah, the world looks pretty nice though. I mean, even like I don't know. I feel like just like because it's pretty much just the diamond plaque but red. They could have gone for like maybe like a new thing. Like there's emerald, there's platinum. There could have been something along the lines of that. I don't know. I would have. I thought it was gonna be like a custom award, but like something like a step above that or something. They just give them a whole statue of themselves, you know?
yeah. A buddy of mine brought up the point that it kind of felt like a last minute decision. Like they saw how fastly they were approaching the milestone, and YouTube was just like, "Oh crap, we got to throw something together.
Yeah, yeah,
Let's
yeah.
put it
I
out."
agree. I think it was definitely rushed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it still looks
Um.
nice.
Yeah. I mean, it does. It definitely doesn't like. It doesn't look bad or anything. It's just some people were a bit overwhelmed with it, or underwhelmed. I mean, not
Right.
overwhelmed. But yeah. As for like the play button in general, I think it's alright. I mean, it looks. It definitely doesn't look bad. I'd be happy to have one. So,
Mhm.
yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm definitely not like disappointed or anything. It's just, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, what do you think?
It's decent. Does the job. Uh, like I said, it's just there to celebrate the milestone, and like I said, you can do nothing but be grateful for it, regardless of customization or not.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess it's just something to be happy about. Like if any of us were to have one, we'd be grateful. Like I'm not saying, oh, we'd be disappointed that we didn't get a custom statue of our face or anything, but like,
Right.
yeah, it'd definitely be a cool award to have. I think there was a video of them showing how they made it. It looked, yeah, like it looked. They worked hard on it from what I've seen. Like I don't think they just like took the diamond play button and just made it red. No, they built one
Yeah.
from scratch, but it was similar to the diamond play button, which is why I think they used the same thing they used to make the diamond plaque. But yeah,
Like the
um,
mold or something. Yeah.
I mean, I guess they could have maybe like spent more time on it, but I guess they thought, oh, this milestone's gonna be hit. We better like release something quick. The next play button will probably be what like 200 mil or 150 mil. I don't know.
Not too sure.
200 mil?
Maybe 150, 200.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, sounds reasonable.
And then PewDiePie made a joke onto 1,000 million, which would be a billion. So yeah, I honestly wouldn't be surprised if sometime in my lifetime PewDiePie reaches a billion subscribers.
Oh, yeah, I can see that happening.
Imagine what would they okay for a 1 billion subscriber play button. They would need to do a whole statue of the person.
Yeah. The diamond pewds.
Yeah, they're gonna need like a custom plaque of their face, just like, or no, not even their face, just like a whole statue. Just put it in their yard to get it built.
Yeah, in front of the diamond
Just
mansion.
get rid of play buttons. How about a play button that actually plays?
Every single video from the beginning of his catalog.
Yeah, it's like a framed video. But yeah, yeah. As for the plaque, I mean, it's pretty much all there is to say.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, where we got now? Okay, Geekly, do you play Smash Ultimate? Just real quick.
I do. I do.
Do you have Banjo-Kazooie?
I do.
Alright, well, there's our next topic. It's actually on the topics list. I was hoping you had them. Alright, so this is kind of
Yeah.
old. September 1st. We're about 19 days late, but you know, whatever. Banjo-Kazooie got added to Smash as a DLC, and I was really happy. I made him my second main on the list. I'm really happy it was like about his like playstyle and everything. I had a lot of fun with the character. Yeah, he's a great addition to Smash. I'm really glad he's in there. I love his moves. Like a lot of the because the people were saying though they were a bit like I've heard mixed things, but the thing is people were saying they're upset because he doesn't have a gimmick. I mean he kind of does. Like with all the DLC characters, kind of like Joker had what was it Arsene.
Yeah.
Hero had like the spells and stuff, and then people were like, "Oh, Banjo doesn't have a gimmick." I mean, I thought the whole side B he had, like the 5 remaining thing, was his gimmick. I mean,
Kazooie.
have you tried him out? Like, what do you think of him?
I have. I've only played as Banjo a couple times, only because I'm still having a bit of fun with a Dragon Quest hero. I still haven't even gotten a full fill of him, just because the gap between Hero and Banjo was a lot smaller than the gap between Joker and Hero. Uh, but yeah, from what I've played, he's definitely fun. I don't think that he'd reach main territory for me anyway. But from what I've seen, yeah, fun addition to the character, and I encourage everybody to give him a shot. I got this challenger pack not expecting anybody, so every time they announce something new, it's a treat. Looking forward to it, and Banjo was definitely one of them. I remember watching the direct like a week or two ago, and they announced like it was dropping that day. I freaked out. They always pull that crap, but
Yeah, it's always
yeah,
like out of nowhere.
yeah, yeah. But I think if we're going to pick from the DLC we've gotten so far, my favorite is still Joker, but
Oh, really?
definitely love Banjo. Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
And maybe it's a little biased just because I love Persona 5, but yeah, I like Joker a lot, but I love Banjo. I really.
Yeah, yeah, Banjo is cool. But I think next they announced Terry Bogard is the next one coming
Right.
from
Yeah.
Fatal Fury. Now, okay, I reacted to the direct on my channel, and I was like, because everyone was saying, oh, it's a girl from this fighting game or whatever, and when I saw this Fatal Fury, like when they're doing like the build up to it, I was like, oh, it's gonna be that female character, and then I saw there was a female character they showed in like the cutscene. I was like, oh yeah, it's her, right? And then it wasn't her, and I was like,
Yeah.
and then I saw him pick it up, and I
The
was like,
fake out.
like. I knew who Terry Bogard was. I just didn't know what Fatal Fury was. I didn't know what game he was from.
That's me. That's exactly like me.
Like when I saw the character, I was like, "Oh wait, he's in this game." Like I wasn't even like They were showing all these like old school model like fighting game characters, and then he picks it up and he's like in full quality, and I'm like, "Wait, what? Wait, I didn't even know he was in that. I didn't even know he was in that game." I knew who Terry
Yeah.
Bogard was from Death Battle because I saw him fight Ken Masters. That's the only reason I know who he is.
Mhm. Yeah. I thought it was really cool. Again, like I don't have like this deep love for the franchise or the character. Even I've just seen him in passing, but just seeing other fans, get hyped for that, it's really cool. And I see a lot of people, getting butthurt when their icon doesn't make it. Like, oh, who the heck cares about Dragon Quest Hero? Like Dragon Quest is huge in Japan,
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah,
sometimes they need
100%.
to set aside our wants, and just be happy for the people who might have been wishing for this that you don't necessarily see all the time. Like, let's see, Dragon Quest. I forgot. I think it's 11S or something. Whatever it is, Dragon Quest is coming out on Switch next week, and I'm picking it up just because of Smash, and so I can get a feel for that franchise, and hopefully I'll fall in love with the new JRPG. So that's what I love about Smash. It introduces you to games you might not have played otherwise.
Yeah, and yeah, even if someone's character that they wanted didn't even get into the first challenger pack, they've already announced that there's gonna be more after that challenger pack. He
Right.
was like,
Yeah.
oh, we want to keep updating this game continuously, which what I thought they should do with Smash. I don't here I Here's what I think. I don't think they should ever make a new Smash game because if they do, there's never going to be one that has all the characters again. I think what they should do is continuously update Smash Ultimate and just add it onto every new console and just like port it and continuously update it
That
for
would be
like
cool.
years.
That would be cool. I had an idea though. I came up with this idea like a year ago. I don't think everybody would like it necessarily, but with the rules set in stone, which I would prefer your idea of just keep updating Ultimate, but say Nintendo said no, you have to make a new Smash game from scratch. How would you do it? And you can't bring everybody back.
Um, if they couldn't bring everybody back and they'd have to add something like completely new. Like it couldn't just be another Smash game but not all the characters because that'd be like disappointing. They'd have to add something that none of the other Smash games have ever had before, like something like way out of the ballpark.
Right.
I don't know, friggin' VR fighting.
um well, what I was thinking of, which again, I don't know how people would feel about it. But personally, I wouldn't mind it too much. But if they just had to like really scale it back, I would say that do a soft reboot, not really, a hard reboot, but just for one game, a soft reboot, and take it back to Smash 64 with like a roster of like 8 or 9 characters. But instead of returning characters, fill up every single slot with a fighter that has never been in a Smash game whatsoever, and build from
Maybe,
that.
but like I feel like you can't have Smash without having like Mario, for example.
You definitely could. It would just be really weird. It would be weird. And again, I don't know how people would feel about it, but because you could always go back to Smash Ultimate, and again, like I said, I would prefer them to, just keep adding to Ultimate for years. But I'm just saying, if they had to scale it back and do a new one, I would, cut the roster down and add all new fighters, and then maybe in future, like in future updates, trickle in the old characters back or something like that.
Yeah, but like if I had to predict, I don't think there will be another Smash game. Like even if they ever make a new Smash game, I don't think it's gonna be for like another 5 years or more.
Oh, it'll be a while, definitely. But I,
Yeah, like
I'm
if
I'm
they're
pretty
trying to
hopeful we'll get
top,
another
if they're
one.
trying to top Ultimate, that's I don't know. I think they should just update it. So, yeah, I feel like that'd be the best decision, honestly. I mean, if they were to make a new
Yeah.
Smash game, I feel like they'd have to like if they want to do something new, they should pretty much like if they wanted like the characters that were returning, they should have completely
Mhm.
different move sets. Like nothing's the same.
Yeah.
So you'd have to like relearn everything. Like Mario'd be new, Donkey Kong be new. Like they just like re-add different moves to the. I don't know. Like they'd have to. I don't really think it like if they're gonna make a new Smash game that's not Ultimate, it's never gonna top Ultimate unless they have all the characters still.
Yeah, I think they are going to make a new one eventually, but like I think I remember Sakurai saying in the direct that he doesn't think we'll ever see all the, like this many characters ever again. So no matter what, if we get a new Smash, they're going to scale it back.
Yeah. Um. But yeah, as for back to Banjo-Kazooie, I'm a big fan of his moveset. Like he's a really goofy character. Like it's kind of like
Yeah.
Luigi. Like Luigi's like a goofy Mario. He's kind of like he's got assets to Duck Hunt, but he's like a better Duck Hunt, if that makes sense. Like he's kind of like he's got like a
Yeah, I can see
really
that.
goofy type of moveset, but it works better than if he didn't type of thing.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. Because I was trying to think of who to compare him to, and yeah, Duck Hunt is pretty spot on.
Yeah. Yeah. As for Banjo Kazooie, I think that's about it. Like I mean, he's a great character. I'm not disappointed.
Yeah.
Um. But oh, you wanna know what I was surprised about? The Sans Mii fighter outshined Banjo Kazooie in like fan
Yeah, I
reaction.
saw that. It's crazy.
Yo, I got so
Did you get
scared
it?
when reacting to that. I legit thought they revealed Sans as the final DLC,
Oh,
and I was so upset. I was like, Nintendo, why?
no, but
Yeah,
I got the costume.
yeah. I don't know who the final's gonna be. Like my original prediction was like after Joker, I said that it was gonna be a Dragon Quest character. Happened. Banjo Kazooie happened. And then I said Steve and Sora. One of those won't be in here now because we got Terry Bogard, but the
Yeah.
one of the others could happen. So I mean, I actually am one of the few people who actually kind of want Steve now that Minecraft's a big thing and it would work. Like
I'm surprised we haven't gotten. Oh, go
I
ahead. My bad.
I think Sora would be a better final reveal though.
Yeah, I really hope they do because I've been itching for them to port over Kingdom Hearts to Switch, and
Yeah.
if they announce him for Smash and then say, "Oh, by the way, Kingdom Hearts, the story so far is being ported over," and if they just happen to port over 3 as well, I'd buy it too.
Yeah,
Even though I
that'd be
already have it
cool.
all on PS4.
Alright, but yeah, as for the Banjo-Kazooie, that's pretty much it. We got our next topic. This may be a spoiler thing, so if you don't want any spoilers, you can skip to the next time frame. After I put this out, I'll leave a time frame for the next topic, and you can just skip to that. So if you don't want to listen to this part, I don't even know if Geekly's heard of it. Geekly, have you seen It Chapter 2?
I have.
Are you down to talk about it?
Sure, now this should be fun.
All right, so It Chapter 2, the first movie, well, not the first movie, but the remake of the miniseries, that was I think September 8th of 28 or 2017, and then this one was September 6th of 2019. This is like part 2 where all of them are adults now and they just battle Pennywise again. I was a big fan of the movie. I heard that a lot of people thought that it like dragged out too long. I thought it was great in my opinion. Like time, I didn't think it dragged on at all. I thought it was like the perfect balance.
Hmm. I did not like it, chapter 2.
Oh really?
I
Wow.
did not.
All right, explain.
Okay, I will say this is the first movie where I went in because my friend was dying to see this movie. And he said, I'm not going to read any reviews for this. I want to go in with my own fresh pair of eyes and judge it for myself. And I said, you know what? I'll do the same. I don't want to hear what anybody has to say about it. And I went in, and at the end, I was just kind of sitting there. My friend turned around. He was sitting a few rows ahead with his girlfriend. And he turned around, gave me a thumbs up. And I gave him a half smile because for the first time, I had watched a movie without seeing other opinions and formed my own conclusion that it wasn't that great to me. And first of all, I would like to hear what you liked about the movie because um, I genuinely want to hear because I'm not here to be combative. I just want to give like see what enjoyment you found in it that I might have missed.
Did you see the first part?
Yeah, I've seen both.
Oh, okay. I thought you just watched the second part. I was like, oh.
No, I've seen both.
Did you like the first part?
Yeah, I love the first one.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people probably like. I like the first part better because like I preferred the kids to the adults. That was,
Same, yeah.
but um, basically what I liked about it, I thought it was a lot more scary than the first one. The first one wasn't scary like at all, in my opinion. Both weren't really like, didn't really like scare me that much, but I felt like this one did a better job of the horror aspect than the original. They both were filled with a bunch of comedy, and it like kind of like overtook the horror. But I don't know. I thought it was good though. I liked seeing them all like come together again like as adults. I thought the Henry Bowers parts were better. Uh, I okay. Well, wait. Did you prefer? Wait, did you ever watch the miniseries like the 1990?
I no, I haven't seen the miniseries and I haven't read the book. I only know aspects of each from
Oh,
hearing
okay,
from
okay.
other people. I've never seen it myself.
But I think Pennywise was better in this one than he was the original. I don't know about you.
Um, I can agree to that. Um, I can't agree to the fact that the second one was scarier. That's actually one of the biggest things. And the second one that I was surprised by was that, and mind you, I didn't see the first one in the theater, so I was expecting to be shooketh in there, but none of it really got me. And mostly, it boiled down to two things. One being jump scares. The first few got me a little tensed up, but I didn't necessarily jump.
Yeah, yeah, no.
Mostly because
Jump scares were the only thing that got me.
yeah, because it came to a point to where, and again, this could just be a me problem. Um, I can't really knock points on the movie for it. I guess. Well, I can, but I can actually. The jump scares to me, anyway, were a little too close together and a little too predictable. It started to run a cycle. Like if you go back and watch it, you can pick up the patterns
Yeah,
of
the
where
well, I noticed
how
that
they
too.
do their jump scares. Yeah,
I
and
noticed
it
that
kind of
the pattern they went with was kind of like, oh, they think it's gonna happen now. Oh wait, no, we're gonna wait a few seconds and then it happens.
yeah.
That was like
It,
the
it
whole like if they wanted to throw a curveball, they should have like the first one, like when you're expecting it, it doesn't happen and then it happens, but then the next one just happens when you think it would happen, but
exactly.
you wouldn't think it would happen when it happened because they already did the first ones and it didn't happen when you thought it was gonna happen. So if they made it happen when people thought it was gonna happen, but they actually wouldn't think it was gonna happen, it would have happened better. Sorry.
That's good. See, I
Do you
think
get what I'm
another
saying
thing.
though?
Yeah, yeah, I get you. I feel the runtime was not justified either. I really don't. The movie felt like it was filled with a lot of fluff, and not saying that these changes could have saved the movie, but it definitely could have made it an easier pill to swallow. The story basically of It Chapter Two, they a good chunk of the movie, Act Two, is them collecting artifacts, right, for the ritual.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, there were so many instances where they would do these segments that would cycle through each character where I felt it was so unnecessary. Um, an example of this would be them going back and facing their fears from the first movie. Not only was it dragged out a little too long, seeing as each character had their own segmented sections of the film that were like party minutes. And on top of that, they were rehashes from the first one. So you were essentially watching the first movie over again during Act Two. And a lot of it could have been cut. It really could have, like, even small stuff, like as cool as it was, the Stephen King cameo, it dragged out way too long. Way too long. It, I don't know. It's just certain things I don't understand, certain decisions. I feel like it would have been better. Like to me, this runtime isn't justified for the scenes that were picked as well as for a theatrical release. I heard that the director wants to do a supercut of the film where it's the first movie and the second movie just cut together seamlessly with extended cuts that were not in the theatrical release. Fine, that's totally justifiable for a home release. That's where you could watch it in increments. You could you're on the comfort of your couch and stuff like that. But and I think this is a situation where It Chapter Two should have done what the first one did. Was if you just have to add those little extra goodies in there, save it for a certain Blu-ray release for that niche audience. There were so many things, so much fluff in this that didn't need to be there. But in terms of the good things, because it sounds like I'm bashing on this movie, which personally, even though I didn't like it, I can see why people enjoy it. I think Bill Hader's performance was awesome. I really do,
Yeah.
and I love the reunion of the kids coming back as adults. Even though I do prefer their childhood actors. And to answer your question from earlier, which I think I kind of dodged, I did like Pennywise a little better in the second one. I think.
Yeah, I felt he felt more like a horror character in this one, if that makes sense.
He had me laughing. He had me laughing, but he did have um one scene that sticks out in particular that worked really well for
Was
me.
it the mirror
Was I
maze?
forget Yeah, I forgot the kid's name, but that scene was really good.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
liked
I
the
love the
build up
mirror.
to that.
And the thing is, I legit thought the kid was gonna get saved because of all the build up, and then they're like, I was like,
Yeah,
okay, yeah, he's gonna break, like the guy will break it, and he's gonna save the kid. But no, no, they just killed him anyway.
yeah.
It's like you think
And
with
there were
with the amount of
oh, go
build
ahead.
up, you think he's gonna save him, but then nah.
Yeah. Yeah, and I feel like there are a few things that did kind of kill Pennywise for me in the second one. And like, while I liked his performance a little more in the second one, I feel like he was executed better in the first. And it's because that a lot of the horror comes from the mystery of Pennywise. In the first one, he was always, hidden, lurking about, in the sewers, around corners, that kind of stuff. And in the second one, he's just blatantly out there. His first scene, he's just, blatantly out there. He's with Richie, I believe his name was, Bill Hader's character, just out in the open with the balloons in the sunshine. It kind of I kind of wish they had that more mystery element and build up to like his true form in the end, because that would have been like, so this is the thing that's been like kind of hiding here and there since the first chapter. We could see him in his fullest potential, but seeing him out in broad daylight and kind of stuff like that, it kind of the build up to that climactic final battle against Pennywise.
Yeah, 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 I see what you mean. Um, but I'm gonna just throw a curveball and completely change the topic. Is Richie gay?
I think he is. I really think he is.
I thought you were gonna continue. Okay.
No. Well, I mean, I can if you want me to.
Yes, let's talk about Richie's sexuality. Let's do it.
Okay, I think he's gay because, and this is going to be a weird connection, but I think he's gay because of Total Drama Island.
What the fuck?
Have you seen Total Drama Island?
Parts. What does that? What?
Okay, so there's a love triangle in the show between Gwen, Trent, and Duncan, right? And I forgot who did it. I think Gwen was the one doing it, but she was carving her initials in a tree or something. I don't remember. I need to rewatch my Total Drama, get my lore right. But one of the three, I think it was Gwen or Trent or Duncan, I think it was Gwen, was carving her initial. And it was G plus, and I think she left it open to decide whether she wanted Trent or Duncan. And then when she made her decision, she like etched her name beside it. So it was a love triangle thing. So I applied it to It Chapter 2 and said the only people who would do that is somebody that you love. So I think he's gay. Yeah.
All right. Is Pennywise gay? Wait, what?
Um He's weird. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
don't know. I
know.
just threw in. All right. Yeah, but not that's pretty much all there's to say. I mean, yeah, you gave a good explanation though. I respect your
Yeah, I
opinion.
mean, yeah, it's fun at parts, boring at others. Um, Felt like they dropped the ball towards the conclusion, but then again, I've heard a lot of people after I saw the movie. I've heard a lot of people say that that section of the book isn't even that good, or the second hour of the miniseries isn't even that good. So I guess it's just a problem narratively has always been when they become adults, the narrative gets a little sloppy. So I guess that's just the thing, but I definitely noticed it when I watched the movie, and that was just my own conclusion. But definitely see the movie for yourself. Who are tuning into this, if you are, or if you ever stumble across this podcast, definitely check it out for yourself and draw your conclusions. Don't let my review of the movie influence the way you look on it. Don't let his you watch it and you form your own conclusion about it. So yeah, I encourage you to go check it out.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, that's pretty much for the things I had listed down. That's pretty much it. But yeah, now we can talk about our own stuff.
All right.
Geekly, are you able to share anything from your TMNT series that you've been working on? Because you wait. Do you remember me? I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, you remember like me and
Yeah.
Mateo? We were like years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I
So
remember we were looking at this before. I remember I haven't like seen anything from your series in I believe like 2 years or something. Uh,
all right.
if you're able to share anything that you haven't shared before or stuff you have shared before, just anything about your series that you're willing to give away, or maybe if you have any like art I could show to the.
All right. Well, sadly, I don't have any art that can be shown just yet. Holding off for a little bit. Sorry about that, guys. But and with that, I have to bring forth another apology. Um, Now the show is still being worked on. However, I have to take my hand off of it for a while, just for a little. And it's mandatory. It's not anything about me being burnt out or anything. It's just priorities come first. And what's happening is January, I am being entered into a film contest or a film, whatever you want to call it, that will be in January. I have a class, an AV class, where we are making film. I am acting in a suspense type film for somebody in the class. I'm acting in that. I am co-directing on a comedy, horror comedy type of film, and I have two other animated projects that I'm working on. There's 7-minute short films that I have to get done for the competition. And right now I'm sinking all of my time into storyboarding for that, writing for that. I actually have a team on it. But as for Turtles, that will be back on production as soon as these films are wrapped up, mostly the animated ones. I can get back to Turtles when I'm, filming the live action stuff. But I just want to get this 7-minute short done and I'll be right back on Turtles. But as for where I am at the process of Turtles, the cast is set. We have a few opening slots for a few episodes down the road, but as of right now, all four Turtles are cast. The core cast, April, and everybody's been having. I keep in touch with everybody, cast and crew. I actually just got a message from a voice actress on the project as we speak. She's asking me a question about a script. But yeah, I can't wait for you guys to see it. If you have any questions about the show that I can answer, go for it. Or if not,
Yeah,
just
yeah,
say what you have to
we can do
say.
like a mini Q&A session about yourself too, because it's basically on the podcast when we have a guest, we also do like a mini type of like interview thing as well. If you
Oh,
wanna,
cool.
we could do that. But
All right.
before we get into that, so for your series, what was I? Was I is Mateo still helping you out with it, or Stoinko for that's his new channel name?
Yeah, he's been checking in. He hasn't really had a hand in development these past few months. And that's nothing like, personal or anything. Um, it's just that me having a lot on my plate, and with school starting back up, I've only had like time to keep in contact with the voice cast and everything while I take on the load of actually producing the thing. But
Wait, so
if a
are you in
slot,
college?
no, I am on my senior year of high school, and I
Mm.
am taking college courses, so
Wait,
I'm
grade
kind of in
12?
between the two.
Grade 12?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, nice. I
yeah. I'm
just
ahead.
started high school this month.
Go
I'm in
ahead.
grade 9.
Oh wow, wow. Well,
Yeah.
enjoy it. It'll go by super fast.
I sound a lot
But
older than
yeah,
I am.
I dude, trust me, a lot of freshmen are sounding very, very manly. But yeah, I am. I have a huge workload right now, um, project wise. But yeah, I think I. What was I talking about? I just kind of froze there. I think I was talking about Mateo. Yeah, I keep in contact with him from here and there, but workload wise, it's mostly just me and one more person, another voice actor. He's been very instrumental in helping with storyboarding. Um, and I do have a little team on the side, so they'll pick up the slack while I'm off doing my schoolwork. But yeah, that's pretty much the rundown on that.
Yeah, no, guys, I'm sorry Mateo couldn't make it here. He was supposed to. I just, like, I don't know what happened. He just wasn't online at all today. I think he's still not online. I'm not sure what the reason is. He'll probably message me afterwards, but yeah, I think that's pretty much like what he's been. I don't know. I might be school. I don't know where he's been, but yeah,
Yeah.
we could probably start like the mini interview thing, and I can just ask you some questions about the series if you have like
All
if
right.
there's or like before we start that, is there any info that you have not yet given away that you are able to give away?
Um, any info that I haven't gotten. Okay. Okay. I don't know if I've said this before. Um, but the goal for the show is once season one is wrapped, I plan on doing a special little giveaway to a certain someone who manages I couldn't speak who manages to complete a task while the show is airing. I can't say what the task is, but I would just say I hope that you tune into every single episode and you can get something cool out of it. That's very vague. I'm sorry, but
Nah, nah, that's
that's
fine.
all I got. Yeah.
Oh yes, that's interesting. Wait, so um, when do you think? I guess we can start the few questions now. I guess I'll give you a few questions about the series, and then I'll give you some questions about yourself as well. We'll start with the
Okay.
series. When did you start it?
Um. Well, just from the beginning of concept alone, I won't. I guess I won't say actually started, you know,
What?
animating or anything, but like conceiving the project itself. The idea sparked in the year 2013.
Damn.
Yeah,
Nice. I mean, you've been putting a lot of work into it, from what I've heard.
yeah. That's that's when the story started formulating. I was working on an old iPad, which now the iPad is so old that the touchscreen doesn't even work. So, luckily, I still have like all the plans written down elsewhere, but all the original like plans for the show, written wise, and like a few old pictures from 2013, they're all locked away on that iPad. So yeah,
That sucks, man.
yeah, it's totally fine though.
But yeah. When would you estimate that the series like when do you estimate that it will start like releasing the first episode?
Um, I said back in summer that I was really hoping to get the first episode out by the end of 2019, and that's still very much possible. Um, you will see a form of the first episode And yeah, it's definitely going to be, either latter half of this year or very beginning of next year, but hoping to lean more towards the 2019 part because episode 1 has so much work put into it that, it's almost there. So I'm excited.
Yeah. So it sounds like there's been a lot of work put into it though. From
Oh,
like,
yeah, definitely.
yeah. So what else? For the character, how did the character design look by the way, or from, I don't know if you've like finished.
Um, yeah, I hate that I can't send any over right now.
Yeah, yeah,
I'll
that's fine.
definitely make an effort to do so later on. But what influenced me was the fact that we don't see a lot of shows taking that approach that we saw in the early 2000s of Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network when I was growing up, like Dexter's Lab and Powerpuff Girls. I really liked the days when you could see, the thick outlines of the characters. It was just always so neat to me. It made it more bold, Also, Fairly Odd Parents is another good example of that because nowadays, you've seen the introduction of, thinner line work with things like Adventure Time and Steven Universe, and it's a fine style. I wouldn't even say it's a fine style; it's a great style. But it also seems that a lot of things have adopted that line work that we don't see a lot of thick outlined cartoons anymore. So my goal with the TMNT is to bring that back, make this feel like a show you could see on in 2004 on Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon or something.
No, that's cool. So it's like trying to like bring back a style.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so I remember seeing a piece of this. This must have been a while ago. I remember, was Mateo voicing somebody at some point?
Not he wasn't like official cast member. He was doing a stand-in voice because I hadn't had auditions at the time. But right now the cast is set in stone. And oh my god, they're fantastic. They're really good. They're fun to work with and whenever we have calls on Discord, we sometimes slip in a character, start talking and stuff like that. It's a really good time. It really those guys are basically my brothers. They're awesome.
Yeah, it's nice, man. Um, yeah, so, was I, is there, I'm trying to think, because I'm trying to see if I can remember anything from your series. Like, it's been a while since I, I've only seen stuff from, like, 2017, and,
Hmm. Yeah,
um,
there's a lot more.
I'm guessing stuff a lot more is, like, upgraded, I'm guessing,
Oh, definitely, yeah.
from then.
I actually even took a long period of time in production because there was a point where I was straining my work where it wasn't looking as good as I felt it could, and it kind of hindered me to. So I took a few weeks off just to improve my art skills, like my art style, because I kind of fell off learning perspective, foreshortening, and basic anatomy, stuff like that. I was just going in and drawing without really warming up. So I took a few weeks off to put work into study. I'd literally grab my sketchbook, write, say a Monday in August of 2018. I would just start that week learning nothing but the structure of a masculine face. And I would draw nothing but masculine faces all day, then or all week. Then that following week, I'd be like, I kind of want to focus on drawing a more feminine nose, and I just draw feminine noses for a week, focus on certain aspects that I felt needed learning. And once I felt more confident in that, I'd start working back on animation again. And something that comes from that is what I've learned is even if it's not perfect, get something done, get something down. Um, because if you keep critiquing it too much, you definitely want to go in with some care put into it and some knowledge there. But if you just kind of keep, it doesn't look so good, I'm going to keep trashing it until it's absolutely perfect. You're never going to get it done. It's better to have stuff out there and improve with the finished piece. Learn from your mistakes from that finished piece. So that's what I'm looking to do with this show. So yeah.
All right. So I guess now we can move. I guess I'll move on to like questions about you. I'll just go for like
All right.
random questions. Uh, Before I ask, is there any like random facts you wanna like just tell us about yourself?
Sure. I hmm. I was trying to think of like a weird one. Okay, I have a what looks to be like a pen mark, like from an
Geekly's like, who am I again? What?
what am I? Yeah, I have this what seems to be a mark from an ink pen on my ring finger on my left hand, and it's been there for years, and I don't know what it is. I guess it's just a birthmark,
All right,
but it's like ingrained within my fingerprint.
all right. I mean, that's cool.
Yeah,
You should throw that into your. You should implement that into your persona character.
definitely.
Yeah.
I should.
Um. Yeah. So I guess I'll just ask. Geekly, when did you start making videos?
Uh, when did I make my first channel? I started making videos in the winter of 2012. Yeah, I think so. I think it was the winter of 2012. Somewhere in 2012, I believe. Yes, it was in 2012. That's when I started making videos on my first channel. Um, I forgot the name of it and the password. So I had to make a new channel, which is this Geekly page that's been up since summer of 2015. So I've been here for a while.
Do you have any future plans for your channel? Like just like outside of TMNT, do you have any like upcoming videos or?
Yeah, I've wanted to delve more into gaming. And when I say gaming, not necessarily playing games, although I hope to hop more into that in the future because I had a side project on a different channel for that. But, just talking Switch, talking Nintendo and stuff like that, I also wanted to get out a few just animated shorts, not necessarily even fully animated, maybe just animatics of little ideas I've had in my head. Um, I want my channel to, while I still do enjoy talking about certain topics that come to mind, like I made a video on the potential of Marvel animation on Disney Plus stream service. I want to have my channel be like I guess, a testing ground or a place for people to see my work, where I just post whatever I feel. So one day it'll be a 30-second animation test of hair movement, and the next day I'm talking about my thoughts on Fire Emblem Three Houses. You know, uh, definitely something that my audience would like to see, but also something that makes me happy.
All right. Um, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
5 years, 5 years, 5 years. Uh, well, graduating college, um, hopefully working towards my goals to become an animator. Hopefully, I'll have my original pilot out, which I've been working on for 2 or 3 years now, of original characters that nobody has seen besides like my family. And yeah, you know, still close with my family and stuff. Hopefully, I'll be able to help them financially and just in any way I can. And yeah, education and stuff.
All right. How were you introduced to TMNT?
I was introduced to TMNT back. And I think the first thing that I saw of Turtles was when I was really little. I believe it was Secret of the Ooze. I really do. Sometimes I toss it between the first movie and the second movie, but I really think it was Secret of the Ooze I saw on just a random channel in pausing. I didn't in passing. I didn't even catch it at the very beginning, but I watched that, and that was my first introduction to the Turtles. From there, I saw a 87 Turtles VHS. And when I say I saw it, I mean I physically saw it. I didn't watch the thing. I saw the VHS tape. And from there, the 2003 series, of course. But that was when I really got into the fandom. Was the 2003 series really pulled me in? While my first exposure to the Turtles was probably Secret of the Ooze or the first movie.
All right. When did you start animating?
I started animating when okay, I mean, I was gonna say it doesn't really count, but it really does. But I started animating around fourth, fifth grade, and that was, paper, just paper. Using a little stop motion app, taking pictures and watching it move. And the reason I stopped myself from saying it is because, there are little kids out there doing the very same thing right now. And it's kind of cool. I think back like sometimes I'm like, wow, I was way more creative when I was younger. Looking at like the little movies I used to make on my phone, or just snatching my dad's phone just to make a little story and stuff like that. And all that kind of stuff is so encouraging. So, man, I don't know. Sorry, I'm getting too in my feelings.
No, it's fine. Um, what is the worst injury you've ever experienced?
Worst injury. Okay, this is a weird story. So, I live out here with some like I don't live with them, they live with me. I have cows out here in the pasture. And we had this really mean bull, and he got out one day. I was really little, and I think it was my sister who was like, "Hey, turn around," because I was outside on my bike, and he was standing right behind me. And as I looked at him, he started to charge at me. So he chased me, and I ran forward, trying to get to my dad, who was in the garage. And my dad got like a broom, and he had to hit the bull in the face. And right when he did that, I had to duck so I can miss the attack that the bull was trying to give me. And I hit chin first on cement, like a cement driveway,
Ooh.
or a driveway up into the garage. And yeah, my tooth got like caught in my bottom lip, and I started bleeding everywhere.
Ugh. That's
Yeah,
that's not what I
yeah,
was expecting. There was a bull involved. Okay.
yeah. It was not fun, but
I,
it
I
was
thought I
epic.
thought you were about to say the bull like rammed into you or something.
Oh man, no, that would have been even worse.
You could have died. But
Yeah, definitely. Especially I was so small.
yeah. That's scary, man. I'm trying to think of some questions before we. Hmm. All right. Is there any? Are you into any sports by any chance?
No, I've never really been too big of a sports guy, sadly. Everybody's disappointed by that answer.
All right. All right. Hmm. Do you have a favorite YouTuber? Like, just out
Ooh,
there.
I really like Ryan Higa.
Oh yeah, he's a cool guy, man.
Yeah,
Like,
him and Andre Black Nerd.
yeah. There's this other guy. Oh, what's his name? I hear DRAX is a he's like pretty sick from what I've heard. I don't know if
Oh
you.
yeah, that dude's like, yeah. I hear he's coming up on PewDiePie and T series actually.
Yeah. Okay.
He
Alright.
might have a boxing match here pretty soon. I don't know.
What, me versus T Series?
Yeah,
Just fight them all one by one. Everyone
hit him with the bro
associated with the
fist.
company until it's like the founder. Uh, besides animating, and I think you do voice acting, right?
Yeah,
Somewhat. Besides animating and voice acting, what other talents do you have?
I sing to myself. I've been told I have a decent voice, but I don't believe it, so I refuse to sing. I used to have the ability to dance. I actually got told today, because I'm not in athletics or anything, but I got told by some of like the top players on the football team. They come up to me and were like, "Dude, do you remember like in elementary you were so fast, like, faster than?" I was like, "Wow, gee, thanks. That makes me feel so good about myself now." But yeah, and I also play piano, a little bit of the drums, and
Oh, nice.
I'm not too bad at Connect Four. So
Connect Four, nice.
yeah,
Hmm. Uh, what's your favorite food at the moment?
at the moment, probably wings.
Yeah, nice. I like chicken. Chicken's cool.
Yeah, it's wings and
Um,
pizza for sure.
Geekly, are you a virgin?
Yes.
Nice, bro. Same. Yo, high five, virtual high five. Let's go.
All right, right there. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for the ring.
Let's go, bro. Team virgins. All right. Yeah, I just figured I'd throw that in there.
Yeah,
um,
like seriously, wait for the right one. Don't go out here just because you really want it. You gotta
yeah,
wait,
I
build
respect
that
that.
trust. Yeah.
Favorite movie?
Oh God. Hmm. My goodness, dude. Can I have a three-way tie?
Um,
No, that's what he's boiling down to.
I mean, sure, but yeah, yeah, fine. I'll give you that. You're a cool guest.
Because it changes daily, but it's Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, Spider-Man 2, and John Wick Chapter 3 Parabellum.
Oh yeah, nice. I was expecting Homecoming to be on there somewhere. It's cool though.
Oh no, that's not one of my favorites. I like it, but
Really?
it's not one of my favorites. Yeah.
Hmm. Oh, I thought. Oh, I thought you said that. I don't know. Maybe I think I might be remembering something else. Hmm.
No.
Um. What do I want to know about Geekly? Uh. Coke or Pepsi?
You know, I was more of a Coca-Cola guy, but like the past year, Pepsi's been pulling me over. It's weird.
All right. Um. Apple or Samsung?
Samsung for me.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, my sister's more of an Apple gal, I think.
Um. Hmm. Do you have a favorite animal? Just wondering.
Any bird, really. I'm a bird fan.
All right, we get. You should make a spin off of the TMNT series with birds.
It's
That'd be cool. No, but
pirate parrots.
yeah, I mean, if you could somehow make that good.
Sounds
Um,
like I gotta make a parody.
yeah. Do you have a favorite subject in school?
Does AV count?
Sure.
Well, AV, 'cause I get to animate in there and make these.
I was like, I don't really know why I asked. I mean, I don't know why you would say does AV count and then not say AV.
Yeah, I have like AV, like a block period, so I'm in there for like over an hour. and then I go home early.
Okay. Um. Hmm. If you weren't animating or like doing YouTube or like just like any of the stuff you're currently doing, what would you be doing?
Hmm. You said none of the stuff I'm currently doing, right?
Yeah, yeah. Like, what would you be doing?
That is a great question.
Like, if you just like never got into animating or YouTube or just like any of that.
I feel like I'd lean into, just watching a lot of movies and playing a lot of games. Because it's definitely like gaming has become my second passion. And it's not necessarily that I don't make a game. It's just that community has really been sucking me in more and more every single year because it's just so infectious seeing every hype about a new release. Like I've been going to pick up pre-orders every week. Like I'm picking up Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening tomorrow, then going right back next week for Dragon Quest.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. I'll find a few more questions before we wrap it up. I'm trying to think of some off the top of my head. I'm gonna go for. I'm gonna just think of something to drop.
All
Hmm.
right.
Hmm. What do I want to know about Geekly? Uh, Geekly, are you a dog person or a cat person?
Okay, I've grown up a dog person because I've had dogs, but I've made it a mission after graduation that I'm buying my own cat.
All right. So it's like, are you? Wait, so are you like mixed or?
Yeah, I won't know until I get to spend some time with a cat of my own. But so far, just like sitting in a vet, there's this local vet that we go to whenever we take our dogs there, and there's this sweet little cat that always comes up to me and just cuddles up to me every time we go there. It kind of made me fall in love with cats. So
All right. What can I just drop? I'm trying to think of a big baller of a question. It's a good final question. Uh, I don't know. Like you're so mysterious. I don't know what's going on.
what's so mysterious about me?
I don't know. I mean, you have no eyes.
Oh yeah, that's true.
you're, I don't know. Um, but I don't know. Ah, you seem like the type of guy who's like very secretive, like working behind the scenes, and
I'm not necessarily secretive. It's just we haven't really asked anything that would open up the book wider.
I don't know what to
I mean, if
ask.
you if
Uh, what's a good question? Is there anything new in chat here since like the past hour?
is there anything what?
Is there anything new in the chat from like the past hour?
There's hello still.
All right, that's my final question. Geekly, hello
Hello.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I think that's where I'm gonna wrap it up. Um, yeah, it's
All
been
right.
I had a good time. I don't
So did
know.
I.
You had a good time. All right. So yeah, Drax Buzz will be doing this. I'm planning on doing this every Thursday, every 2 weeks. It was originally gonna be every week, but getting guests can be sometimes difficult. Geekly came through. He was really cool. He's the first guest we've had on the podcast besides just like the regular hosts. So yeah, Geekly, I appreciate you coming on here. Anyone watching, I really recommend checking out Geekly's channel. He's got a lot of stuff coming, and when his Turtle series drops, it will not disappoint. I recommend all of you check that out. you're like you guys are definitely gonna love it. He's been working on this thing for a while. He's put a lot of effort into it with his crew. But yeah, yes, that's about it. Geekly, is there anything you want to say before we head off?
Sure. I appreciate the invite. I appreciate the plug. And whoever was there, I saw like one person watching live at least. But, that goes a mile. Even if he doesn't say anything or whatever. Even if not, we just had a great time here talking. I know I did. It was a great way to spend a day or a night, I guess you'd say. Oh my god, that was freaking bars. But yeah, like I said, I had a great time here. I'd definitely love to come back and do some more because it's a nice chill time. So make sure you subscribe to Corson's channel here
Yeah, yeah, like
because
you're
he's got
definitely
some
you're
heat
definitely
coming.
welcome back whenever you want.
I appreciate it. Yeah,
Um,
and you're.
oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say you're welcome to come over to my podcast whenever you get the chance.
Oh, you're starting one. Yeah, sure. I'd love to be part of it.
Yeah, gotta find some cool
Yeah.
stuff to talk
So,
about.
as for that, Geekly's audience, if your audience wants to like get to know more about you, you could probably you share this to them. They can find out like they can check out like your Q&A you did here, or just anything
Oh,
really,
definitely, yeah.
anything you want to share with
I'll be
them.
posting a I'll be posting a video on my channel to have them come over and check this up once it's uploaded. So yeah.
Yeah, and for my podcast anyway, a lot of people do watch after it's been uploaded, and then that's when the audience starts spreading out. But yeah, no, this was definitely fun. I'd love to have you again. It's been fun. So yeah, this has been Corson Drax Geekly, and we're gonna be signing out. Geekly, say goodbye.
All right, see you guys later.